athletes to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our athletes. Welcome to the final of the AiroShoot Welsh qualification, air rifle senior women. On lane A from GB, she's got a personal best of 620.4, which she shot today in qualification. She's shooting achievement she lists as making it into this final. On lane A, it's Morgan Baker. Lane B has had to withdraw. So moving on to lane C from Belgium. She's got a personal best of 625.9, 617.1 today. She is the Belgium champion at 3x20 and prone, and she shot a personal best yesterday in the Cardiff Grand Prix. Lane C, it's Emma van der Veere. Lane D, also from Belgium. She's got a personal best of 628. Qualification score today of 614.3. She's been selected for World Cups and the European Championships. On lane D, that's Anissa Badu. Lane E from England. She's got a personal best of 628.2, and it was a 626.2 today in qualification. She's on the world-class program here for the second year. She's very proud of that. On lane E, it's Ruth Wandumba. Lane F, also from Belgium. She's got a personal best of 627.5. 619.4 in qualification today. She's a multiple Belgium champion. Lane F, it's Stephanie Vercruza. On lane G from England, she's been recently accepted into the world-class program. She's got a personal best of 627.7, and it was a 623.6 in qualification today. Lane G, it's Harley Rain. And last but not least, on lane H, she's from Wales. She's been accepted onto the British Shooting Academy program. She's got a personal best of 628.7, and it was a 624.6 in qualification today. Lane H, it's Amy Lott.
Take your positions. Five minutes preparation and sighting time. Start.
The athletes now have a 5-minute period where they can do their final preparations and sighting shots for this final. Once we're into the final proper, we will be shooting 2 5-shot series, each in a time limit of 4 minutes and 10 seconds. After that, we will move on to single individual shots under control of the Chief Range Officer in a time limit of 50 seconds per shot. Because we only have 7 athletes in the final here, our first elimination will be after shot number 14. Lowest scoring athlete at that time will be eliminated. After every second shot from that point, the lowest scoring athlete will be eliminated. In the event of a tie, there will be tie shots between the 2 athletes concerned until the tie shoot is resolved. This will continue until shots 23 and 24, when the gold and silver medals are decided. Athlete participation, or audience participation, is strongly encouraged. Please support your favourite athlete. If you do not have a favourite athlete, please pick somebody else's.
So welcome to our online watchers for this AiroShoot Senior Women's Air Rifle Final, and I am here with 2 of our senior men's finalists from the final earlier today. We have Tom Diggle and Stephen Mitchell.
Hello everyone.
Hi there.
And hopefully they can give us some sort of insight. I don't know if it's going to be a useful insight with these 2 characters, but I'm sure there will be some sort of insight. So, from your perspective, lads, like, how important is this sighting time in a final?
It's good that you can get a feel for what's going on, try and calm down some nerves before you get onto the big part of the match or your scoring shots, just to know that Morgan started off really well and is in a really good place for the rest of the match.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times in finals, people starting not so strong but eventually getting there, and some people have just been strong from the start. I think with Dean Bale in the previous final, setting a new British record. Yeah, he was straight on it from the start. Would you prefer to be straight there, or are you more of a type of person that warms up to the event?
Yeah, I'm sort of one that would warm up to the event. I tend to use the sighting times just to sort of get a few shots down, just get focused really. Not really too focused on where they're landing. And then sort of work my way into the match after the first 5-shot series.
Yeah, there's a lot about confidence with the pistol shooters previously on yesterday when mentioning that, is where it's just getting that confidence, knowing what you're doing, settling down appropriately and making sure you're ready for that first all-important 5-shot series.
Thirty seconds. Stop. Unload. For the first competition series, load. Start.
So, first shots down in this first 5-shot series. Badu there with a 10.8 and Baker with a 10.8 as well. So, really strong. I think it's going to be a bit of a tight final. See who can take a bit of the lead. So, guys, going from sighters into your first kind of scoring series, how do you battle those nerves? I know when I was shooting pistol, it's a bit nervous, that transition from sighters to match.
Yeah, you might see your heart rate pounding away and your barrel just moving slightly up and down. It's just about breathing, trying to control all those little feelings that are slightly different from your sighters, and trying to move into your match mode as efficiently as you can. Some of the athletes handling this very well, in particular Morgan's off for a very good start, and Ruth as well. They've obviously been practicing this quite religiously.
I'd also mention as well, these first 5 shots, they are crucial. If you do drop a lot of points in these first 5 shots, you're going to find it tough to claw your way back and make it towards like the medals at the end. I mean, you've really got to start strong, and that's exactly what happened to me in that previous night.
Exactly. Prime example, this men's seniors earlier, like Dean just went on an absolute flyer, and neither Mitch or I could catch up, so they've got to start well.
My 2 9.3s didn't help me, so I couldn't recover.
Baker there with a great 10.8 and 10.7 with a 10.3 in the middle, so she's looking strong. Yeah, so as we've seen in the pistol final, you can get quite deep into the final and still pull it back with a couple of points, even with a couple of points difference. But this final feels like you need to be out front early on with the quality of the athletes here. Van der Veer there with a 10.5 as well. Nice grouping, slightly to the right though. See if she can get that corrected.
She's got a wide shot out right here. That's not good. She had a good couple of attempts before that though.
Same for Morgan there, 9.8, which you should better recover from that. It's not too bad. Yeah. If you're shooting sort of like 9.7 plus really, you should be okay.
A couple of athletes with 1 shot left. It's worth taking the time at this point. Rain there with a perfect 10.9 to finish off that string. Yeah, it's definitely worth taking the time here, as we spoke about, trying to get that advantage early on.
Stop.
Some very, very good shooting in that first 5-shot series there. We had a 10.9 from Harley Rain and 10.8s from Morgan Baker and Anissa Badu. Harley Rain is currently in the lead. She's got a 52.0. Morgan Baker only 0.2 behind. Ruth Mwandumba currently third, 0.5 behind that. Long way to go yet into the next 5-shot series.
For the next competition series, load. Start.
So, as we start this second 5-shot series of the final, what do you think about the view from in the commentary box? Slightly different for a final. You get to see a lot more information to your hands and the camera angle. A couple of people have commented it's been quite interesting to see themselves shoot from a forward-facing position.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried about looking back at this YouTube video at, well, myself, and then I think Mitch, you might have pulled some funny faces in the final as well.
Yeah, I know. I've got some crazy mannerisms as I shoot, definitely. Yeah, it's a good look.
That's fine, bet. So the quality shooting continues with Ruth with a 10.6 and Vercruz with a 10.5. Badu with a solid 10.3 to complement her first 10.2. Van der Veer there with a 10.7, Rain with a 10.8. So a couple of shots getting away from some of them, but still quite solid. Mid tens. It's going to help them out a lot.
Yeah, Harley and Ruth starting to pull away slightly, but there's enough time in this competition just to pull it back. If you're a little bit behind right now, just keep focusing.
So Mundumba with a very impressive first 4 shots of that series, 10-6, 10-4, 10-4, 10-6. So she seems to have settled very nicely, and finishing off that with a 10.5, giving her a very good 52.5 score string. It's really going to help in this final.
With the 10.9 there as well, that's going to help her a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a second of the final. Another 10.9 there by Rain. So we've got a couple of athletes shooting a little bit slower than everyone else. How do you find that in your finals? Are you a slow shooter or fast shooter?
For a final, I'm probably quite a fast shooter. I need to work on it more, but yeah, I don't really feel like I've got enough time to do the reset. But generally, when I do finish shooting, I can see I've usually got about a minute and a half left. So I know I can take more time.
Yeah, and this is because we got the 4 minutes and 10 seconds for this first for these 5-shot series, and then change into 50 seconds for the individual shots. So it's like change.
Some more really good shooting. There's lots of good 10s, and the best of the bunch being a 10.9 and a 10.8, both from Harley Rain. That's put her into the lead. She's currently on a 104.0. She's 0.2 ahead of Ruth Wandumba. Stephanie Vercruza up into 3rd place at the moment, 0.8 behind. Moving on to the single shots now. We would normally be losing 8th place after 12 shots. That's not going to happen in this case. It'll be the first elimination after 14 shots.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So, into the next phase of this final. We will not be having a elimination after this next 2 shots. But is there any differences how you approach this part of the final compared to the first 5-shot series?
You try not to, but there's always a little bit of underlying differences. But these athletes are coping very well. You've just seen a 10.9, a 10.8, and a 10.6 coming through, so clearly it's not affecting them much.
Stop.
Very good 10.9 there from Emma van der Veer, and a 10.8 from Anissa Badu. Change at the top. Ruth Wandumba is now into the lead. She's got a 0.3 lead over Harley Rain. Emma van der Veer still in 3rd place. Moving on to the next shot.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
as the second shot of this 2 go down, we will see. That's some great quality shots there. 10.8 by Baker, 10.7 by Van der Veer to match that 10.9 in the first shot.
10.8 from Harley as well,
Stop.
chucked in there.
At this stage, we would normally say goodbye to our 8th place finalists. Well, we haven't got one, so we'll move on. Couple of very, very good 10.8s there. One from Harley Rain, one from Morgan Baker, and a 10.7 from Emma van der Wever. Harley Rain back in the lead again. She's got 124.6. She's got a 0.2 lead over Ruth Wandumba. Morgan Baker and Emma van der Wever currently tied for 3rd place. The next 2 shots will decide 7th place, and currently Amy Lott is in that 7th place. Needs to make up 0.8 over Anissa Badu.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So as it stands, only 2.8 points between 1st and 7th place at the moment, but only just over 1 point between 3rd and 7th place. So still a lot to play for with these 2 shots. Ruth there with a great 10.6. Yeah, Baker with a 10.7.
Amy's trying to help herself there, trying to move up from that top spot with a 10.6. Hopefully that might be enough with a 10.9 from Harley.
Yeah. Making it rain 10.9s here. I think it's the 3rd of the final.
Does push Morgan
Really good 10.9 there from Harley Rain. Increased her lead to 0.5 now over the Ruth Wandumba. Morgan Baker in 3rd place. At the bottom, we have a tie at the moment. Amy Lott and Anissa Badu are tied for the bottom position at the moment. We have 1 shot to decide who will take 7th place.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So Tom, yesterday in your players match you had 2 back-to-back 10.9s. Do you think Rain can do it again today?
It's very, very tricky, but I reckon she might. She's got a good chance. She's been shooting well the whole final, so hopefully.
10.3 there by Van der Veer, solid 20.7. And Lott with a 10.6, giving her a 21.2. 10.2, yeah.
Stop.
But Amy's done enough to get out of that bottom seat, so good job on her.
We now have our 7th place finalist on firing point D. It's Anissa Badu. Harley Rain maintains that 1st place position. She's on a 145.7. She's got a 0.4 lead over Ruth Wandumba. Emma van der Wever up into 3rd place now. She's only 0.8 behind. Next 2 shots to decide 6th place. Currently Amy Lott holding that place, but she's only 0.4 behind Stephanie Vercruza. She's got 2 shots to make up that deficit.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So momentum with Lott here after 2 really good 10.6s. Only 0.4. She's got to find some in the next 2 shots. First shot down, 10.1 by Ruth.
Yeah, she won't be happy with that.
Yeah.
10.5.
Yeah, continuing on in the same vein as the previous 2 shots. Baker with a slightly wayward 9.9, but still where it is. Vercruz with a 9.0. It's not going to help the cause there.
Stop.
With a Harley with a great 10.5 as well.
Got a good 10.5s there from Amy Lott and Harley Rain. Harley Rain's still in the lead. She's got 0.8 lead now over Ruth Wandumba. But down at the bottom, there's been a change. In the danger zone, we now have Stephanie Vercruza. She is 1.1 behind Amy Lott. She's got one shot to try and save herself in this final.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Dropping out on 9-2.
10.8 Amy, good shot.
Yeah, Amy's holding on there. She'll be moving up the rankings with that shot.
I think she might be safe with that actually. Pretty solid shooting from Harley as well.
Stop.
Not bad.
Our 6th place finalist on firing point F, it's Stephanie Vercruza. Very good 10.8 there from Amy Lott, has pushed her up the leaderboard somewhat. Harley Rain is still in the lead. She's on a 166.6. She's now got a 1.2 lead over Ruth Wandumba. Down in 5th place at the moment, Emma van der Viera. She is 0.5 behind Amy Lott. 2 shots to go to try and make up that 0.5 gap.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So Amy's dragging herself up the leaderboard here. It's a little tricky first 2 series, but some great shooting. Currently in 4th. So can we see what Van der Veer's got after these 2 shots?
Not really holding it well there.
Baker with a very solid 10.4. Ruth with a 10.2.
Stop.
Shot from Harley there. 10.8.
Yeah. Putting some
Another
real
good
quality
10.8 there from Harley Rain. She's increased her lead. She's now 1.8 lead over Ruth Wandumba in 2nd place. Morgan Baker currently 3rd, only 0.6 behind. Down in 5th place, we have 1 shot left to decide 5th place at the moment. Emma van der Viera, she is 0.8 behind Amy Lott. She's got 1 shot to try and rectify that.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So here's where the stress levels start going up. Getting closer to those medals. It's a very tight final.
Yeah, you also get problems with fatigue as well. With the disruption between only going from 1 shot to the next shot, it can like mess up with your flow in the process.
2 solid 10.2s there by Ruth. Harley taking her time and delivering another good shot. 10.2.
Stop.
5th place has been settled, and our 5th place in this final on lane C, it's Emma van der Viera. Harley Rain still at the top where she has been for most of this match. She's on a 187.6. The gap between her and 2nd place Ruth Wandumba is now 1.8. Moving into the next shot, 2 shots to decide 4th place. Amy Lott, she's in 4th place. She's only 0.4 behind Morgan Baker. If she wants to get into the medals, she's got 2 shots to try and reduce that gap.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So, 4 athletes left, fighting out for these medals. I think it's going to be very close between Baker and Lott. They've been steadying themselves down.
That's not good. Not ideal.
Yeah, Lott capitalising on here with a 1.1 advantage over Baker just on that shot alone. So it puts herself into 3rd place.
Stop.
No change at the top. It's Harley Rain. She's on a 198.1 now. She's 2.0 ahead of Ruth. Amy Lott in 3rd place at the moment, and Morgan Baker 4th. She's 0.7 behind. She's got 1 shot to try to make up that gap.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So how do you normally try and reset yourself after maybe a little bit wayward shot in this type of time in the final?
It's tricky. I always go back to breathing, just try and keep relaxed as much as possible, but it's tricky trying to manage your emotions when you get to this sort of tailed end to the final, and it's just all about managing it, just coping the best you can with it. I'm not sure what you do, Mitch.
Yeah, I tend to do a lot like dry holding, so when you hear like the commentators doing like talking, you'll tend to see me sort of on hold, going through the motions of like a dry shot.
Good 10.5 there from Morgan Baker at the end, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. Our 4th place finalist on firing point A, Morgan Baker. We now see who the 3 medalists are, but we need to fight out to find out what colour they're going to win. At the moment, Harley Rain, she's in the gold medal position. She's got a 1.9 lead over Ruth Wandumba. Amy Lott holding the bronze medal position at the moment. She's 1.6 behind. She's got 2 shots to try to improve on that bronze medal position.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So great showing by Baker there. Only her 2nd or 3rd final, so congratulations on your 4th place. So we now know our medalists, but which order are they going to be? Still could be a lot of work for Lott to do, but can she pull back Ruth? With that 10.5, I think it's going to be very difficult for Lott.
Stop.
Rain continue with solid 10s.
No change in the order. Harley Rain still in the lead. That lead has reduced slightly. It's only 1.7. Amy Lott still in 3rd. She's 1 shot left, and she's got 2.2 to make up on 1 shot.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So, Lott with quite a bit of work to do in this last shot, but settling herself down. Secured at least a bronze medal. Harley looking very comfortable as she has all final. And Ruth there with a 10.4, another 2 solid shots. I think that might have secured her silver medal. But Lott, very good.
Stop.
10.8, not quite enough.
Really good 10.8 there from Amy Lott, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. Our bronze medalist on firing point H, Amy Lott. Moving into the final 2 competition shots of the match. Harley Rain still holds the lead. That lead has shrunk. It's only 1.4 now, going over Ruth Wandumba, going into the final 2 shots to decide gold and silver.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So great showing there by Lots to secure that bronze medal. And maybe a bit of a challenging start to the final. Really brought it back, reeled everyone in. So we have Ruth and Harley both shooting really well consistently through this final. Both looking very relaxed in this environment, going through the processes. Oh, slightly wayward from Harley.
10 point there from Ruth Wandumber has reduced the gap going into the final shot to decide the gold medal. The gap is now 0.8. One shot to decide the gold medal.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So 23 shots has come down to only 0.8 difference between these two athletes. I'm sure they're working their hardest to go through their shot process, block out the noise here in the hall. Ruth with a 10.0. Harley settling herself. Delivering a nearly perfect 10.8 to secure the gold medal. Congratulations.
Stop. Unload. Results are final.
A wonderful 10.8 there to finish to cement that first place. We now have our medalists. We have the third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Amy Lott. And second place, winner of the silver medal, Ruth Wandumber. But in first place, and the gold medal winner, Harley Rain. The award ceremony will take place as soon as possible. Please do not run away.